In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to build a custom WooCommerce checkout page. Now, you can see I have this product here, and if I click on add to cart, it shows me that it has been added to my cart. And if I click on view cart, this is my cart. Of course, I can choose to remove some of these. If I don't want them, I can remove that gold watch. And if I proceed to cart, this is what my cart page looks like. Of course, you can see I don't have any payment gateway installed. But what if you want something a little bit different from this? You want the look and feel to be a bit different from this. This looks very, very generic because I am using the Astra theme. But if you want something that looks a little bit better than this, then this video is totally for you. First thing I want you to do is that I want you to go back. I want you to go back to the back end of your website. We are going to be using a free plugin. I already have it installed. It is called Cart Flows. So this is it. If I click on add new plugin and I search for Cart Flows, you see this is the first one you're going to see. Actually, the second one, this is it. I already have it active. When you install Cart Flows, you're going to see it on the left. When you install and activate it on the left-hand side, just click on dashboard. And it may prompt you to do some verification and all that. That is not the important thing. What I want you to do is to click and come to add new funnel. And I want to add a new funnel. We have a number of templates here. You can build your own template from scratch, even though that is mostly going to be for the pro version. We are using the free version. Then you see a number of funnels here. Click on store checkout. Actually, click on store checkout and click on add new. Then you are going to see quite a number of templates here. Since it's a store checkout we want to do. And this is a checkout. No, this is not a checkout, but this is one of them. This is a checkout. This is a checkout template. This is another checkout template. And this is another checkout template. So what I want us to do is to use this particular one. And you can click on view all steps. So this is the first step. And then this is the thank you page. So it'll bring you to this thank you page. And we can go ahead and customize all of this. So let's click on this and let's import this funnel. We can also live preview it. And it shows us. So this is how it looks right off the bat. Here, we have this dummy product which has been added here. So if I come back here, we see that it has been activated. Now, it's been installed, rather. So click to enable store checkout and then come to settings. Come to settings. Make sure Elementor is taken, is chosen here. Then override store checkout. That is very, very important. And then click on save settings. And then we can go ahead, come to advanced, delete input data on deletion. All of these, they are not very important. I'll just save settings and then I'm going to close. Now, you see this other settings button here. I want you to click on it and then I want you to enable test mode so that when we are trying to preview this, it's going to give us one of our actual products here. So when you click on that, make sure to save settings. Save settings, disallow indexing, leave it on default, save settings, and let's close. Now, there are quite a number of things we may not be able to do with the free version, like editing the fields, but we can edit some generic items. So this is the store checkout. Click on edit steps. And it's going to prompt you to edit with Elementor because Cart Flows works with Elementor, and we choose the Elementor page builder plugin as the plugin of choice, as the builder of choice for this particular session. So it loads everything on my page. So this is how your checkout is going to be. Let me open the front end of this particular website on which we are building, and you see the color scheme. So if I copy this, it was the subject of my last tutorial. So you see the color scheme. By the way, if you want to learn how to build this particular website, just check on the description of this video. I'm going to put the link there. This is a portfolio website. So this is the color scheme we want. And we can just pick that color scheme by clicking here. click on web page, and then I'll click on that. You see, it chooses that. I'm just going to copy. I'll Control C, and then I'll come back here. Where were we? Yes, here is where we are. So the first thing you can do is that you can change this to put your own logo. And this is the logo I have here. I could change this, go to my library, and search for that particular logo. It should be somewhere. Where is it? Where's that logo? Here it is. I'll just insert that there. So I've inserted that there. I can also go ahead and change the entire background. Maybe I want it to be a black background like the entire website. So what I'll do is that I'll click here on these 6 dots and come to style. I want to change the background color to black. So you see our logo shows well. I will change this to white, this text here to white. I'll also change this to white. You can change even the font. You may want to make it pop-ins. You see the font there changes. You can also change all of these. Change the icon colors to be white. Change the text colors too. The text to also be something clearer than that. I'm also going to click on this entire section, and then I'll change the background color to be black. So the background color for this entire section is black, but I want this inner section too to also be black. So this is actually a gradient. Let me click on this inner container, and I'll change the background color to also be black, even though not as black. Or I'll make it black, but I'll give it a border. I'll give it a border, and I want the border to be white so that anybody knows that this is where the content is. So we can also go ahead and change all of these colors. We can change all of these colors here. Change the icon to white. Change the text to also be white. So I'll just copy and paste style here. And then I'll paste style here. We also see some text here. And for this, we have the decision to make. We can change the layout of these pages. We can change the layout of these pages, of these 2 sections. So you see here, the layout we have is a modern checkout. I can change it to modern 1 column. You see it's now 1 column. I can change it to 1 column, just simply 1 column. You see it's changed. I can also change it to 2 columns. You see it's now 2 columns, but it's a bit different from what we had. And it's a bit more compacted. It's a bit more compacted. Then you can change it. This 2-step is actually a pro. You need CatFlows Pro in order to be able to do this. Now, still here, you can make it default, modern checkout. You can make it these 2 columns. So now, come to style. The primary button color, I'm going to pick this, Control C, and then I'll add it here. This is this shade is a little bit different from what we have. So you see it's now a darker shade of purple. Now the headings, you could make them to be white since we have a black background. That's for the headings. And you can change the typography to be pop-ins. So that is that. You've changed the typography. It's now pop-ins for the headings. The input buttons, that is all of these. Let's leave those the way they are. Label color, we can make it a little bit darker. These are the labels inside these fields. That's for the input fields, not input buttons rather. And then you can also change the placeholder color. For the buttons, we are just going to leave them the way they are. Payment section, that's For this, you could change the text color to be black. Description color, you can change the same. Text color, I'll make this black. So that's for the buttons, but I'm going to leave it to be white. You can change that. That was not actually payment section. So all of these you can change and make it to look the way you want. So when you are done, make sure to click on publish. Now, we see another section here. Let me click on this. Back on this section, you see we have two colors, one up, one down. I want both of them to be black. So that is what I'm going to do. Now you can add another section here. You may decide to add something like testimonials. If I come back to this home page, you see I have some testimonials here. I'll click to edit with Elementor. And I want to copy this particular section and add it to that checkout page. You can add an FAQ, you can add a lot. So now I'll just come down here and I can just copy this particular section with the testimonials. I'll copy that. And I'll come down here. I can just add this here. I can add this here, paste that here. I can give it a top padding. A top padding of, let's say, 100. And then I'll just drag it and put it up here. And I can delete this. I'll leave this section. I'll make it black, a black background. And then I'm going to change the color, the icons to be white. Actually, the icons were taken off. And then the text color should also be white. Then for this, we can also change it to be white. So if I go ahead and publish, and I want to preview this, so this is how our checkout page is going to look. This is how our checkout page is going to look. You can actually go ahead and customize this particular section. You may want this text here to be white and this entire section to be a black background. You can do that. You can do all of that with cat flows. So you see we have this here. We have testimonials on this page. You can reduce the padding. We give it 100 padding. You can see the white background color. This makes it very, very easy for people to book. Now, you see coupons here. When you have the pro version, we can make these coupons to be toggleable. That's, you can toggle them on or off in order not to distract. And with the pro version, we can also reduce the number of fields we have here. We can remove some fields. Maybe we want to remove the company field. If you're selling only within your national territory, you want to remove the country field. And you want to put just the street address, the city, and the state. Then you can do that. You maybe want to remove the phone number field, or you want to remove apartment and additional information, you can remove that. You can make it very, very lean. So all of that is up to you when you have the pro version. So we have in the settings, what we did, one of the things we need to do is that, or store checkout, I'll come here, the funnels, or can I reload this page first? We need to toggle on the button for this to override, the checkout. So this, when we do this, it enables it as a checkout, and we already enabled this to override the store checkout. So this overrides the store checkout. So as I have this button here, where's that page? Okay, here it is. I can add all of this. I can add all my information here and go ahead and purchase this particular product. So that is how you create a custom checkout page in WordPress using Elementor and cat flows. So if you want to learn how to build this particular website, which is, a portfolio website, you can watch the next video, and you can check the description of this video and watch it. God bless you. Peace.